200 gigabytes of footage. My hard drive, it hates me. I hate me. I hate me. Right now. Why do I make long-form content, guys? Why did I decide to make long-form content? This video is going to be like 2 hours long. If it is, please watch all 2 hours and then watch it an additional 7 times in a row. And then do it again. So if you couldn't have guessed, this is a furry convention, one that takes place in Sweden. If you don't know what that is, how did you get to this video? Or, you know what, actually stay and watch the entire video like 3 to 4 times. No, but for real, if you're not like a furry or don't know what they are, this is actually an excellent opportunity to find out what exactly the hell these things are, because they're really freaking cool, and I think a lot of people should learn about them. What we're gonna do is go day by day through the entirety of the convention, basically what I was doing, all the main stage events that I was able to go to, all the high-key stuff that I was able to do, because some people can't go to conventions because they're expensive. It's difficult to get to them a lot of the time, and life happens. So I like to make videos to like essentially preserve the convention in a nice, neat jar I can put on a shelf that we can revisit together. Okay, no more yapping. Let's go to day 1. Well, another entire year has passed, and we are right back here at the Funny Hotel. So, honestly, day 1 for me personally was weird. The vibe was honestly a little off, and a lot of people also thought the same. It didn't make sense at the moment, but a few days later after the fact, I figured it out. These conventions are some of the best life experiences you could do. They provide a space and environment that simply cannot be replicated, and for a few days once a year, you can just live. The weird vibe was nothing to do with the convention, but rather everyone healing from the stress and hardships of the year. It was the collective sigh of relief, the release of tension. But let's not get on a tangent, for we are at NFC 2025. So, this year's theme was Spirits of the Zen Garden, taking inspiration from Eastern folklore. So, with FurCons, the convention hosts all sorts of events and panels. There's always miscellaneous activities and meets going on as well, so the venue is always lively and full of cute fuzzy people, which, let me say, is so nice to be around. Oh my gosh. Oh, fursuits, man, let me tell you. It is always so nice to see suits. You are just hit with a wall of happiness upon entering the hotel. Right, okay. I'm not gonna yap too much so this video does not drag on to be like 3 hours or something ridiculous. Okay, so here we are, day 1, Wednesday, here in Malmo at NFC. So basically, the only event we attended was the Maid Cafe training, which we will get into that in just a bit. And of course, the opening ceremony. And yeah, I have this funny fox costume, so of course I'm going to use it. I did a lot of full suiting that day. The weather is nice, and I'm just happy this con is in February, because with the temperature, I could easily stay in full suit all day. It was really amazing seeing all the suits. So many colors and styles. It's always a walking art gallery. Gotta love it. And also, thank you to everyone that came to say hi. It always makes my day when people do this. Freaking amazing. That being said, a little point I need to make really quick. Smoking around fursuiters is so lame. It is so freaking lame. Especially if you are a con attendee. You should know better. Like, seriously, some common sense, please. You know what? Just for that, actually, you're losing an eyebrow. You lost eyebrow privilege. Look at what you have to deal with now. You have to deal with this now. That is your fault. You did this. Anyway, gosh, I never thought I would enjoy suiting so much. Anyway, at this point, it was time for the Maid Cafe training panel, because that was indeed something I was doing this NordicFuzzCon. The meeting was cute, but might I suggest next year, if possible, I would recommend hosting it in a bigger room or in the actual cafe that is taking place, so you could do like perhaps a little demonstration. And yeah, if you do that, you probably won't need to run the panel twice because of the room size. Anyway, if you couldn't tell, my voice is probably a little funny at the moment. This typically happens after conventions. So I could describe the experience of standing in line for a while, but as fun as that would be, let's just cut to the opening ceremony.
5, 4, 3, 2, whiskey, and even to be on king of a sake, girl.
No, senor, we're not talking about those spirits. We're talking about the mood, the vibe, you know, getting in that feeling of, yeah, the spirit.
Oh, the vibe. I mean, usually whiskey does the trick for me. Yeah. Is that not what we're talking about?
No, no.
You know, I can also get you in the mood.
Jimmy!
If you insist.
What?
We're so zesty.
So come to the museum and fulfill your destiny. Oh, you cannot escape your destiny. No one can. No one can.
We hereby declare NordicFuzzCon 2025 open!
And I think with that, NFC 2025 has officially kicked off. Lots of cool stuff this year, honestly. We even had a Thai furry dance group visit us here at NFC this year. Legit some of the nicest people I have ever met. It was a pleasure to have them around. Okay, pause for a second. We're going off script. Something's up with my voice. Thank you to whoever was not covering their face when they were coughing really loud. I appreciate you delaying the video a few days. Hey guys, Scout's evil clone here. I've locked him in the basement, uwu, till he's recovered his voice a little bit, so now you're stuck. Okay, where were we? That's right. Day 2. Oh gosh, okay, so day 2 was busy, guys. Like, my goodness. Lots going on, lots to cover. So, for starters, the first thing on our schedule was, of course, the lovely Maid Cafe. And no, not as a client, but as a server, of course. Last year was my first NFC, and when I found out there was a Maid Cafe, I just had to partake. Like, my gosh. Anyway, I had the opening shift at 11, so I got suited and put on the silly uniform, which came out quite nice, if I do say so myself. So, how this works, the Maid Cafe is open to the entire convention. This is a place where you can come for breakfast, or just a snack even. There's a lovely staff that will wait your table and talk with you for your allotted half-hour reservation. The menu is real typical cafe items, which is nice. I was instructed to yap at the clients for the entire allotted time, so if you want conversation and pastries, definitely check this out. It's a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun talking with everyone. You know, I tried this on a whim just to see what it was all about, and I ended up really enjoying this. I'm definitely going to be doing this again. So, after I was done helping out the Maid Cafe for the day, I quickly had to get into, of course, the Nordic Opera. NFC tried this out last year, and simply put, it was amazing. Like, my gosh, have you heard Chester and Dan's voices? Need I say more? Right. Anyway, of course we have another lovely opera this year. This time it's NFC's fur rendition of Puccini's Madama Butterfly. So, I obviously can't show too much, but I'm going to do my best to string together a little reconstruction, and hopefully the copyright bots don't get mad. Enjoy!
Japan is changing, and some are not pleased with the way the 20th century is going. Sharpless, the American ambassador, who has somehow wrangled the job of Lord High Executioner from under the nose of Xander, the Prime Minister, wishes to clear out some of the dead wood.
As someday it may happen that a victim must be found, I've got a little list of NFC offenders who might well be underground, and who never would be missed. The convention has become a rather seedy little place. There's the party boat, which now can be seen from outer space, and the bar which oft dispenses far too much alcoholic fun. those artist alley auctions where you're bid by nearly one, those quad bikes in Valhalla that zoom loudly everywhere, and pursuiters too worry about the styling of it. All the lisping, pouting furries like to overuse the woo, all the fans who wreck the cinema when they shall pout and all woo, and those who browse E621 but have not, they insist that none of them be missed. May none of them be missed. There's the endless queues at breakfast time that never seem to clear. The long raw, full artist, I've got them on the list. And then the haunted house which fills us all with endless fear. May none of them be missed. May none of them be missed. And then there is the dealer's den becoming a small town. The elevators which only took us up, but never down. And annoying little rules like 621, and no touchy-fishy. And worst of all, our mascots, dear Iris and Mousy. But really doesn't matter whom you put up on the list. May none of them be missed. May none of them be missed.
Our hero, Benjamin Pinkerton, a high-ranking officer in the US Navy, who is in the process of wooing the fair maiden Fluttershy. He has long loved her from afar, yet he has yet to press his suit. As an American citizen of this exotic land, he consults Ambassador Sharpless on how best to pursue his endearing endeavor, lest cultural differences cause a divide between us.
Quale smania mi prende? Sarrischia addirittura conto. Non so, dipende dal grado di conto.
This was so happy, like this is so good we can be, built in the point with fearless glee. We know this was so, it's a source of fun. Everybody say what we can for fun.
Xander, it seems that the festivities in connection with the impending marriage will last a week. We're only doing it once, so we gotta do this right. We gotta do this right. I came here to ask for your expert advice.
Certainly. In which of my ministries? Prime Minister, Lordship, Lord Privy Seal, Chancellor of the Exchequer, or the Emperor's Private Secretary?
Suppose we say private secretary?
Well, speaking as the Emperor's Private Secretary, I should say that as the convention will be paying for it, don't stint yourself. Straight to the bank.
The matter shall have my careful consideration. But hark! The party approaches. So, just act normally or play it cool, such as an abject grovel in the traditional Japanese manner.
You, my fuzzy butts, what's that dawn?
Look forward to a long and happy life together. But disaster looms in the form of a telegram informing Pinkerton that his tour of duty in Japan has ended and he's been drafted elsewhere. Rather than force his lovely young wife to endure the hardships of life overseas in foreign lands, Benjamin asks her to be faithful to him and await his return. Faithfully, as the days stretch on and on, our heroine waits for her beloved with love and longing in her heavy heart. 10 months, 3 wearisome and lonesome nights washed upon Nagasaki's shores, tumbling over poor Fluttershy, waiting faithfully without word of warning as to her beloved husband's fate. But unannounced one day, upon the tide, Benjamin Pinkerton returned with an American bride. Unable to reveal to his family his overseas marriage, he bowed to their relentless pressure and married Kate, the girl they chose for him. Now back in Nagasaki, he cannot bear to face Fluttershy, the wife he callously spurred. This shit. This is anybody else getting it? I'm not. And also, no. I refuse to allow this. I mean, everybody died last year. Every single one. It was totally depressing. Normal. It's amazing that anybody came back for the show this year. Honestly, I'm not having another Ragnarok on my hands. Okay, so we're not letting Fluttershy die, okay? You hear me? Yeah? Okay, good. So, where are my flying monkeys? Good night, timers. Chop chop! Everybody take these scripts. Okay, we're doing this my way, okay? Happy endings all around. Let's go!
How dare you marry me under false pretenses? To this poor innocent creature here and leave her to rot and your child.
You're right. I've treated you shamefully, both of you shamefully. Can you ever forgive me?
Pinkerton, oh boy, I'm sorry, but the penalty for bigamy is death. Nothing can stop me from carrying out that sentence. It's the law.
No, but it's the law. Bigamy must be met with death by behead. You know, hold a moment. It's a funny thing. But when I look into your eyes, I'm reminded of a girl I once loved in New York. But then she got on a boat to England and I never saw her again.
There was a boy I longed to marry, but my parents wouldn't have it. So they sent me to England with my sister. After I bade my beloved farewell with one last kiss, my sister took me in a taxi to the dock. We got on a ship and sailed away. For I always had a feeling that I left something behind me in New York. Something important.
You did. Your diamond necklace.
But how did you know that?
Yes, that's right. I was the taxi driver.
Lord High Executioner Sharpless, for your wanton abuse of your powers, particularly for the execution of the Emperor's subjects who faithfully cry a woo. You are hereby sentenced to the maximum penalty that I, as Lord Chief Justice, can bestow upon you.
A telegram?
And may mercy be upon your soul.
I can't look. Kate, please, if you have any love for me as I do for you, open it. Tell me the worst.
No, it's too awful.
A pay cut of 4%.
No!
Humiliating punishment. Resigned as Lord High Executioner and learned true humility. He soon married Kate, and he was much better for having true love in his life. Without his ruthless executions, Japan became a happier and merrier place once again. Benjamin Pinkerton, now chastised, sought out the one woman he had always truly loved and begged forgiveness. Fluttershy, too sweet to hold a grudge, forgave him, and together they rekindled the dying embers of their fire into burning passion once again. They and their children lived happily ever after.
So, Madama Fluttershy was NFC's fur version of Puccini's classic opera based on the actual short story Madame Butterfly by John Luther Long. Too lazy didn't read. An American army officer stationed in Japan marries a Japanese wife, only to later leave after being deployed elsewhere. The wife is told to wait for him, and she does, only to find out that he remarried an American wife while redeployed. He refuses to stay in Japan, and Butterfly game ends herself. But the NFC version is way better in my opinion, and roughly followed the same story, but with some new characters, original songs, and some new acts even. And a much improved ending. Courtesy of Pinky, of course. Thanks, Pinky. You did a good job as the narrator, by the way. Right, so day 2 is very heavy on events, of course, so not a lot of time to suit today. After the opera, we got in queue for the main stage event called Paws On Air. So, Paws On Air is actually a really fun event to see. It's an improv dance competition, and this year it's 2v2. You have suitors, well, mostly suitors, in teams of 2 going up against each other, taking turns dancing to a completely random selection of music. Let's make this clear. None of this is prepared or practiced. It's all improv on spot as it happens. And mostly done in freaking suit as well. Like, okay, just take a look at this. That's always a fun one. The stage always just radiates energy, gotta love it. Like I said, not a ton of downtime today, lots to do, barely any suiting. We are now off to the Valhalla venue, actually. And we will be arriving in style with the lovely designated funny bus that NFC got all of us. It runs roughly every 15 minutes with some occasional breaks, but it's a fun ride and quite convenient. Especially nice for the suitors in my opinion.
Yo, we got the silly bus. Oh, no way. Rags, are you excited about the silly bus?
This is hell on earth. No, this is just Sweden.
Good answer. Yes.
Oh my bad.
What's the difference? Jazz.
Yes.
Funny hotel. Look at all the room parties. I would have hosted one if I got room. Shut up at the bridge. Yo, what's up? We're in Chicago, Illinois. We're here for Anthrocon.
Okay, so Valhalla, yeah? They really expanded this venue, which is so great to see. I had no idea, but there's an entire theater stage in the back. Like, I had no idea that existed at all until this year. Really like the vibe. It's definitely nice to have more stages for this convention, but now it's time for the Fons and Friends concert. So, Fons is this incredible music rabbit who writes, plays, and always puts on a really great show. Just one of the most high energy people I've ever seen. It's amazing. Trust me, if you can, you definitely should check out one of these concerts. You will not regret it. Like, you know what? Let me just show you.
We are so f***ing happy to see you all here. We have prepared an amazing show, full of emotions, full of feelings, full of rawness. This is a bit of my stuff from my new album, Emotionality, and some well-known songs that we want to show you guys with a bit of our own thing into it. My name is Fons, and this is my friends.
Because in sharing what we feel, we give each other the permission to be honest. We learned that it's okay to feel everything deeply, to ride the waves instead of holding them back. This show is a piece of us, stripped down and unguarded. Each song, each lyric, every note, they're moments of raw honesty, captured and set free. So if you're listening and you feel something, know that it's not just our emotions, they're yours. Welcome to Emotionality, a journey we're taking together.
You were supposed to be here, filing reports, contributing to society, not shredding baselines. At a convention acting like a stupid buddy
sorry you're not coming today.
Times that so many things can happen in such a short span of time, and your life can change in so many different ways, and you can change the lives of so many people just by existing.
Oh, Fons, buddy. Well, now I want to find a guitar and start practicing. Just want to say thank you for performing. That was an absolutely kick-ass performance. It was one of the most high-energy events, I think, of the entire convention. My goodness. All inspiring and utterly entertaining. I'm very much looking forward to seeing you play again next year. My gosh, that's awesome.
The cool thing about Evil Scout, which is me, and having a f***ed up voice is, look how low I can go. It is me, Captain Toadman. What the fuck? How is that something my body is able to do? Guys, I'm kind of scared. We need to get back on track. Okay, anyway, a very emotional performance. Lots of original works, all based around the human experience. I had a friend actually cry a bit, so yeah, a very moving experience. Thank you for that. Don't worry, we'll be seeing Fons again in a day or two. So after that awesome concert, it was time to consume food because that's indeed a thing you need to do to live despite its moderate inconvenience. But that's fine because actually the NFC burger at the Clarion was pretty tasty, a tad small, but tasty. Shut the fuck up so I can splice audio over the clip. See, that would be my room party right now if they would give me a fucking hotel room! So not too big of a gap, but as for day 2, there was still one more panel I wanted to see. This would be the PowerPoint karaoke. So no, it's not actual karaoke, but rather an improv presentation on a PowerPoint slideshow. You are given a random slideshow that nobody has seen or prepared for ahead of time, and you have to present on it on the spot. This ended up being hilarious, and both me and my buddy Rags participated. We were put into a team of 3, and you know what? Let's just have a watch.
Guys, gals, and NB pals. Life is not fair, is it? No, because people say you have to go out and live your life, but what about the risks? For example, what is this? Walmart. Unacceptable. Going in, you're already lost. Chairs? Look under your seat. Look under your edge. You get a chair. Everybody has a chair. But no one tells you that these things can kill you. Exactly. Not the only person who goes through the same process. Chairs are evil. They're out to mark my words. Next time you're in a chair, run. Go away, run. And with that, I will allow my other speakers to go ahead and present.
Thank you, John Risk, CEO of Risk Co. Hello, everybody. Thank you for making it out tonight. I am the co-owner of Risk Co, and I'm going to continue with the most brilliant presentation known to mankind. So this is an important time to talk about the philosophy and innovations of risk and the potential benefits pondering on such things could bring. This is our founder of Risk Co. He was a very wise man. He tended to ponder about risks. Because you want to know what happens if you don't ponder risk? Bad things. Bad things will happen. So here at Risk Co, we encourage everybody to think very fondly about the risks you take and what risks you should not take. Which brings us to our next slide, which is very important. Am I the only one who fantasizes about jumping into a swimming pool full of Jell-O? No. Exactly, most certainly not. You know, I had the conversation last night, actually. Several people had this exact same thing come up in conversation. Because who doesn't want to be in a pool of Jell-O?
I would totally do it.
Delicious. Yes, exactly. It's delicious. It's very low risk. This is what we would probably call a very low risk, high reward scenario.
How deep is the pool?
300 meters.
Oh.
We have a lot of Jell-O here at Risk Co.
I am jumping off.
An additional 300 meters.
Heck yeah! Go!
Yeah, see, and now that would be called a high risk, low payout scenario. If you have a question, yes?
Does the woman catapult help you in this scenario?
Absolutely, that's how we test it.
The woman catapult helps you in every scenario.
Yes, that's how we determine the 300 meter. Yeah.
Which flavor?
Cherry. Question mark.
Does the flavor help you with the pole? Yes.
Excuse me? Okay, anyway, on to the next slide. Alright, now we need to talk about economical logistics relating to the Jell-O pool. And you can see most of the Jell-O is sourced from the United States. Now, this is concerning because it's most likely full of corn syrup. Yes. Now, this is what we would call a potential high risk, but at the same time, it being full of corn syrup saved us millions of euros.
That's nice.
Yes, exactly. Because who cares about health when you can have money? That's truly what is more important in life than good health. Yes. And also sourced from the UK and a little bit from Germany.
Finland.
Speaking of Germany, I'm going to pass this over to the Department of Silly Business. My good friend Ryan.
The peace of the resistance at last, or however the Belgian saying goes. To be able to tell you guys something, I have to relate the issue to you somehow. That's why you learn in marketing school, by the way. Because one of you will never be able to earn it in your lifetime. And you know, I'm a dog. Goes for the owner. As the saying goes, dog's the man's best friend. I gather a whole lot of investors into a CS room, lock the doors, gun clicking in the background. We're all funding my dreams and ambitions and not leaving until then. And us?
Investor.
A beta horse. And I thought, scratch that, it's been done already, we have bonus. Secondly, this abysmal being, the troll of Germany's. They already are in the parliament, nothing we can do about it currently. So, scratch that, nothing I can do about it, not enough funding. And so the final and ever last problem that we all have to face and finally conquer is
That's a very final problem.
Yeah, it's a nuclear option after
Do you
all.
have a solution for it, perhaps?
More?
Not much more to it, honestly. You know how it goes. You're going to melt. But this is a warning to all my fellow investors in the area in the hall right here tonight. My former investors did not fulfill my dreams and ambitions. And this will happen to you all if you don't help me invest in my next ventures. Are you with me? That's promising. Oh, I forgot about golf. Because I did not add a goodbye, time for everything, as the final slide. Golf. That's a precursor to nuclear war. If whoever I've outsourced to make this presentation for me, they failed their job, they're fired. They are going to this option when I see them next time. Thank you all.
This panel was really late at night in the Valhalla venue, and I went to it on a whim, honestly. I almost didn't go to it, but I was like, you know what, I'm around, I'm gonna just pop in and see what's going on. It was really funny, I'm glad I did it. And I'm totally going to steal this idea and modify it, and then make it Fernavia's problem. I am coming for you, Fernavia. You better be ready. There will be the silly. You are going to have the silly coming to you. Congratulations, you have incited the silly that will be coming to Norway this year. And so I probably should have said this a tad earlier, but I think now is as good of time as ever. Cons are overwhelming, especially big ones. You can very, very easily get overwhelmed just with the sheer amount of people and events going on. You feel like you have to make every single one of them see more people, suit more. It is so easy to get overwhelmed, even for people with a lot of experience like me. I personally, like around day 3, was getting very overwhelmed because I was concerned about footage, I was concerned about meeting people, not making the events. I felt like I didn't volunteer as much as I probably should have. There's just an incredible amount of stuff going on, so it's very important that you just take a minute to sit down and just breathe and then moderate yourself, because you have to just understand you are not going to make every panel, you are not going to meet every person that you wanted, you're not going to suit as much as you wanted. This took me a while to understand. So next time you're at a convention, you need to kind of internalize this, or you're just going to get overwhelmed and it could be bad for you. That being said, if you do moderate yourself and you actually can go at a pace that is comfortable for you, these are some of the most fun events that you could possibly experience in life, in my opinion. But yes, day 3 was a little crazy. A lot going on. Fortunately, I had a lot of time to suit. Of course, as per usual, we started at the Maid Cafe. I had the opening shift once again, which was a lot of fun, by the way. A little hectic because we had some issues with the coffee machine. Apologies for that if you were waiting on coffee for a long time. Hopefully we'll get that alleviated by next year, but still. A special shout out to the Polish guys that were that I was taking care of at table 22. You guys were funny as hell. Hope you had a lovely convention. So every year NFC likes to do something called the open house. This is essentially where the convention space, at least in the Clarion, is open up to the general public. This is completely free. Anybody in the city of Malmo can simply just come into the hotel and see what the convention's all about. They've been doing this quite a while. I am unsure for how long, but this has kind of been a tradition at this point. I personally think it's kind of cool. I got like a lot of pictures with some of the locals and stuff. They were very excited to see all the costumes. But yeah, speaking of getting overwhelmed at the convention, there is 5,000 normal attendees at NFC this year. And with the open house, there was a significant increase in that number, at least for the day. So if you get overwhelmed easily, this probably won't be the best time to suit, but fortunately, I don't mind too much, so I got a lot of suiting in. Friday is the day where I met the most people, and where I took the most pictures in suit. It was one of the biggest fursuiting days. I didn't do it so much outside because it was rainy, and you have to keep in mind with the open house, these people aren't too familiar with the fandom or fursuits, so they smoke a lot outside of the hotel. So unless you don't want your fursuit smelling like cigarettes, staying inside would probably be a good option, and that's exactly what I did. Not that I have outdoor paws anyway, but that's just something to keep in mind. Friday was also the same day they hosted the Nerd Market, which is basically this little miniature dealer's den where people set up these stands that sell either vintage items relating to video games, any sort of like pop culture kind of stuff. Some guy was selling like PlayStation games, anything from Nintendo, t-shirt, some cool like pins, stickers, anything that relates to pop culture and stuff. It was neat, but it was insanely crowded. I could not see all of it because for some reason it was in the jam bar, and that bottleneck's really bad. And when you put 5,000 people in the Clarion and then mix it in with the general city of Malmo, you can't move. It's very hard to move. There's like 1 million people here. So I kind of just entered and I was like, oh, this is overwhelming. I need to leave. It was cool to see, but in my personal opinion, probably not the best place to put that. But nice to have around nonetheless. So the open house on Friday was also the same day of Milo's notebook. It was kind of funny because we invited our roommate, who is like a closet furry at this point. We've hence converted him at this point, so you're welcome. But he attended the open house, and it was the same time as Milo's play. Initially, we didn't get in because I was working the maid cafe, and they didn't open the spillover. They only had bottom seating, and that was it. They got to the door, and they're like, oh, sorry, you can't get in. But it happens. I accepted my fate at that time. And then for some reason, after about like 5 minutes, the door just magically opened, and then we ran in and got some seats in the very back. It was a really cool performance, honestly, really cute. Milo, thank you for traveling all the way here to Scandinavia just to perform for us. That is really sweet of you. It's always nice to have you perform on stage. And the buddy we brought during the open house really enjoyed your performance as well.
Even when everything is perfect, sometimes life can just feel off. It's not an easy feeling to describe, but I think the best way I can put it into words is if the world somehow shifted 2 inches to the left, and I'm the only one who can see it. If the world spins normal, shouldn't I be fine?
And this messed up vision that makes the world seem whole. 'Cause the world spins, no matter the way that I feel.
I tried to make it work with him, I really did. I tried to endure the things I didn't like, not knowing how to tell him no, and all I could do is say nothing. I had hoped it would pass, these worries I pushed down, but my dreams are shattered. I had an idealized version of him in my head that ultimately led to my own destruction, and now I'm left to pick up the broken pieces of the dreams left behind.
But there are dreams that cannot be. And there are storms we cannot weather.
The birds sing no more. My dreams have lost their luster. I've lost interest in the things I once loved. All I can think of is my pain, and sometimes I wonder if I were better off just letting go. I cannot see the sunshine that I used to see, when my heart is filled with rocks and my soul stripped of its song. I know that I shouldn't dwell here in these thoughts, as it can only wound me deeper. But sometimes, it feels like there's no way out of this pit.
So let me go. So let me go. So let me go.
Today, at my lowest, I met someone. He sat with me and hugged me and let me cry. He told me that I'm not alone. Oh man, I wasn't prepared for something like this, for someone to take my hand and lift me out of that pit of despair. I never knew how much I needed that. It was truly life-saving. He made me feel like I wasn't alone.
Even when the dirt comes crashing through, when you need a friend to carry you, when you're broken on the ground, you will be fine.
Sometimes the best way to help yourself heal is by helping others heal. It feels really strange at first because your first instinct when you're hurting is to lash out, but if you take a moment just to brighten someone else's day, what you'll find is the light of your kindness reflects off them and shines right back on you. No one is alone. We are all in this together. It is a beautiful world out there, and I'm so excited to live my life with each and every one of you. Today, I started trying to help others feel less alone, and it had an unexpected yet wonderful effect. The more I helped other people feel loved, the more I felt loved. The more I helped other people feel less alone, the less alone I felt myself. It surprised me, but it was an incredible thing to experience.
Someone is on your side, someone else is not. While we're seeing our side, maybe we forgot.
You are not alone.
You all are amazing, and I can't thank you enough for coming to my show. I hope you all have a great night.
So, I kind of slept on this place, but there is like a food market that's literally a 4-minute walk from the Clarion. They have pretty much everything.
They just built that bridge, bruv. Oh, it's a fucking mighty fine bridge you got here, bruv.
We decided to see what all the craze was about regarding the ramen stall. The other ramen place on the other side of the bridge had some strange hours of operation, and we were unable to visit it, unfortunately, but we do have this one at the Sluicehaus. I got the beef curry miso, and holy yeah, I can see why this is so popular. Stuff was absolutely delicious, and the hot ramen paired beautifully with the gloomy weather outside. Peak, in my opinion. Also, the ice cream stand nearby is like really good, by the way. Alrighty, so today, Friday, is the NFC dance competition as well. So last year, going into it, I was like, it's fursuit dancing, how cool could it be? It's probably overrated. I'll go in just to get a few clips. Well, it turns out I was dead wrong, and this is an event you don't want to miss. It's exciting, it's cute, it's energizing, it is just fun, is what it is. So, unlike Paws On Air, this is actually prepared and practiced ahead of time. So, this is some serious business right here.
Again, with copyright. Everything is copyrighted, which is super understandable, but you have to keep in mind, as you the viewer, I cannot put copyrighted music into here, at least, like, nothing outside of, like, 1 or 2 seconds, or I risk getting my channel nuked into oblivion. That being said, when it comes to the dance competition, it was really cool, and I'm going to try to put as much in as I possibly can, but you have to understand that I am very limited in what I can do with that. So, apologies, but still, I hope you enjoyed, because it was cool.
How are we gonna compete? Like, I mean, last year was already good, but this year I feel like you improved so much. It was so clean with the snappy moves and the change of pace between the songs, and yeah, it was very good. Thank you so much, Ray, for a very good start of the dance competition.
my colleague said, your moves were very, very snappy with the pop and lucky. You were just hitting the beats. You matched the music really well. Great, great job.
We like your outfit. It is look nice and well. And this song is a pretty famous song in Japan. And we all sing the original dance video, which this dance is pretty hard. So you're doing really great.
Wow. What a tremendous amount of energy that was. There's so much to say, but it was really great. I really liked it.
Let's see what's trending on YouTube. That was cute. Wait, what's that one?
She knows his panties on you, ooh, you're so bored. Dozens of naked legs till they were too big. I'm too so baggy, his pants are baby, you're so musky.
Okay. Never mind. This one looks cool though.
I love that you're back on the stage. You were so good. You still got the flow. You still got the twerking bits going on. I mean, it was so entertaining. I love the choice of music. Fantastic.
All right, Leon, use a track.
Really fun to see. Your footwork was nice. Only thing I would say is like use your stage a little bit more left and right, but you're really on the good path.
From the server.
Ah, shit. Here we go again.
Meow again. I mean, Zhenya, what more is there to say? I know how good of a performer you are, and you are owning the stage, girl.
Are we gonna have a problem? You've got a bone to pick? You've come so far. Why now are you pulling on me?
would like to say this was one of the hardest dance competitions to judge. So I would like to have one big round of applause for all our amazing dancers! And the third place for the NFC dance competition goes to Teams!
Second place,
Jamaica! I'm sorry! Americans! The first place. I'm not gonna mess it up this time.
We want a drum roll for this one,
No,
right?
I do want a drum roll, but a really, really, really big drum roll. Come on, guys. First place goes to German Scratch!
Thank you everyone who performed. You all did so great. I find it so sweet that you performed for us. It goes without saying, but it's such a privilege to have a nice large main stage at a FurCon. One of the best parts for me is the concerts, competitions, and game shows. FurCons are more than just an excuse to get drunk, although that is certainly become a core part of it. It's also a celebration of community, showcasing its culture and talents in a way that we can celebrate together. I would definitely recommend attending the main stage stuff if you can. It's almost always worth it.
Hurdy-gurdy moment.
I look very scared for some reason because I'm far away.
Yeah, bite you.
Little bite.
So the next event I'm going to show you is the Furry Taskmaster. It's modeled after the game show, but it's all very furry, if that makes sense. Basically, the contestants were given some strange tasks to complete, and they made videos on them. The videos were then judged and given a score, and there was some additional on-site challenges as well they had to complete. It is very silly in every aspect, so have a look.
Hello and welcome to Furry Taskmaster at NFC 2025. 5 brave furries have signed themselves up to be thrown to the gauntlet filled with my ridiculous tasks.
This year has been one, Mr. Nuts. You have asked them to bring in their most valuable junk.
Dante, let's start with you proper. What's your expensive junk?
That is baby bell cheese formed into the head of a dragon.
Excuse me, what?
That is baby bell cheese wax formed into the head of a dragon.
Okay, and could be maybe the audio and with the head. Cheese wax from a dragon?
No, baby bell cheese formed into a dragon.
Oh. So it's just shit.
Yeah.
Vulture, what's your expensive junk?
Yeah, okay. Wait. It's a turd. But it is a 50 million year old turd from a dinosaur in Madagascar. So it is quite literally junk. Hey, shit. It's in there. Touch the poop. I want to see you touch the poop.
Why do you have and I'm just slightly worried about the bad record connection. Like I don't yeah, okay, it's just a shape. Okay, it's I'm gonna it's in a little column thingy.
Yeah, wrap it for me. Real
nice. This feels very.
You can touch it.
Yeah, I can, but I won't. Like, does like the archaeologists not care about this, or like why?
I just wanna.
Oh, you just wanna have poo. Yeah. And is this the only piece of poo in your collection, or is this like over a starting point, or?
No, I use my toilet for the rest.
Okay, that's a strong contender for literally a piece of shit.
Yeah, so I have this quite literal like piece of junk. It's just an empty water bottle. But I actually got this from a studio recording of Furry Taskmaster. When I was invited there during a very dark period in my life by the very ever so kind David Sundin, for those Swedes who know, and it's quite literally my most valuable trash, both in the sense emotionally, but also every Swede knows all bottles have punk on them. It's worth going around.
Keeping me like an emotional hostage because that bottle means so much to you. So you give it 1 point, you lose the bottle, then I'm a piece of shit.
It's fine. I'll just be invited again and get a new one. It's fine.
Okay. A bottle with at least a proper cap. Okay.
I wasn't expecting to.
Yes, please explain yourself.
So I was at a Christmas party in December, and now you can see it's just a standard Polaroid picture. I didn't know it was going to be printed in black and white, and I'm also a very short person, so I feel like this is what just tall people look at.
It looks like a screenshot from like an amateur version of The Exorcist.
Oh, definitely.
What's your expensive junk?
Yes, please. So, as you know, we're living in a modern world and we have a lot of e-junks. So, I actually brought a junk, an e-junk that's actually valuable.
So, how is that junk?
Because the Apple app doesn't exist anymore in the Google Play Store. So you literally cannot do anything other than for it to tell time and whatever app that I installed God knows 10 years ago or so.
All right, thank you. So we have wax we have literally a piece of shit. We have a bottle, we have an amateur version of The Exorcist, and we have e-waste. I'm going to start from the top. It's literally a piece of shit. Why are we keeping it? It's 5 points to Vulture Corpse. Count down to the bottom and give 1 point. Jay, I'm sorry, but it's just a picture. 2 points to Dante. I mean, it is wax in a dragon's form, but it's not really, very valuable in a sense. Then we're going to give 3 points to Henrik. Purely because you got me on semantics and we've talked about, the whole Taskmaster show, so you've won 1 point with that. And then 4 points goes to Milo because it is literally expensive e-junk and it's bad. So.
I got this? No! Oh, we did it! Upside down. Make the enclosed marked balloon pop.
Most elaborate pop wins?
Yeah, it's a deadline sending your mission. Okay.
Make it pop. Huh. Oh, wait, but there's a problem here. Wait. There's something in the... Oh, what? Wait. There's something in the balloon. Wait, how did that get in?
So let me just put it forward. I think it's going to be Dante up first.
Sort of things are a bad idea, actually. I'm gonna try to pop this balloon. I don't know if this is just that, so see.
Is the story about me and my beautiful wife. We used to do everything together. We woke up together. We had our morning cereal together. Tie each other's shoes. We took romantic baths. Netflix. And chill. It happened. My dear balloon wife got a case of Geophysiosis. My dear balloon wife, tell me, how are you feeling?
I feel my time has come. Please, release me from this misery.
I can't.
Please. You have to.
But how will I live with myself?
You can. Think of me every time you visit a city.
Oh no.
I just have two questions. So how is the inflatable paddle? And can you please elaborate on the diagnosis of geophysiosis?
Well, we already saw it with Netflix and chill, that's when it happened.
Right, elaborate balloon pop with a nerve blaster. Start by hitting the task. Sorry, sorry.
It's blinking or something. What the f is that?
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Blaze said I need to pop this balloon with my name. Looking at the page and I'm waiting for this feeling to go away. But it won't go away. I don't think I really want to do this shit. Tell us what you're thinking. Man, I hate this. Oh, shit. Your mind was up to tight shit. And now I have to even try to blow it up. Well, whole life terrified. I don't think I really want to do this shit. Tell us what you're thinking. Man, I hate this.
So now that I actually have to talk on stage, I blew it up right there. This is so much fun. I'm gonna stand over there, and my brother's gonna shoot me. That's
Vulture Corpse, it was a nice video, I want to give it 4 points, but it was a genuine, elaborate contraption that took way too many attempts. I'm going to give Milo 5 points. So you all have 3 cups, and there is a ball in the cup. I'm going to turn around, and you're going to place your 3 cups, and you're going to place the ball on one of these 3 cups. Then I'm going to ask, I'm going to walk around, and I'm going to lift one of these cups. If I catch your ball, you're out. If you're not, we're going to try again. Ah! Okay, you stay around. Next person. Ah! I hear a guy constantly screaming yes. So, Milo, where's the ball?
Where?
Okay, then I think you can sit down, and I think you're gonna get. It was very clear.
Milo cheated!
Yes!
Create an epic slow motion scene involving an egg.
Best epic slow motion scene involving an egg wins.
Your video must not exceed 30 seconds in length. No, it doesn't have to be a chicken egg.
What the?
They butcher us. Fighting back.
I'm gonna have to give 5 points of full support. Okay. Find somebody in the audience that knows how to handle a ball. Here it comes! Hey! Hey! Oh!
Let's go.
Hey! In last place, with 9 whole points, it's Jay! Third place with both 12 points, it's Dante and Henrik! Our second place and runner-up, we have with 18 points, Milo! I can announce that the winner of Furry Taskmaster NFC 2025 is Vaulter course! Take your piece of shit back.
So, the Furry Taskmaster is one of my favorite panels or events, basically, of the convention. It was last year, and it was also funny as hell this year. A very strange game show, but it is utterly entertaining to watch. I don't know how the contestants on the stage can be that freaking expressive in their suits. It's like, oh my gosh, I have to practice being expressive in mine now after seeing that. It's like, oh my gosh, so cool. I am also very tempted to apply to that next year. So we'll see where that leads. Probably nowhere, but we'll see. Always a pleasure to view that one, honestly. And if you like game shows, there is a additional game show, not Taskmaster, but an additional game show that they are doing, I think, on Saturday. Because Saturday was absolutely insane. So yeah, that's gonna be cool. Stay tuned for that. Honestly, I'm not one for dancing, and I really never liked EDM or that sort of genre of like electric dance music and whatnot, but on Friday I just said, like, you know, screw it, I'm just gonna go in and, like, you know, see what's so good about these dances. It was actually really fun. I had like a lot of fun, and I went again on Saturday to another because I enjoyed it so much. And with my whole group that was with me, that was pretty much the consensus. It was unanimous. It was a lot of fun, because like, even if you don't particularly enjoy that genre of music, like, it's just the energy being around the people. It's just so nice. It just livens you up.
That's a vibe. Dude, that'd be cool to have, like, I know it suck with the elevators, but having a room on the top floor with, like, the, mist, you just open the window and it's all misty out. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty much all for Friday. At this point, I am very, very tired. I am very sleep deprived. I need to go try to get more than 45 minutes of sleep. Alright, day 4, Saturday, holds a special place within me. I think day 4 of NFC 2025 was probably the single best con day I've ever had. It was a day full of friends, events, fursuiting, and everything good in life. And honestly, I'm still riding that high right now. There is life flowing through my body once more. Let's not get too nostalgic yet. There is a lot I want to share with you all. To kick off the day, we managed to catch the kimono meet, a little place for kimono-styled suitors or people interested in seeing them. My suit is from Daswolf, and he is an Indonesian maker. I'm unsure if mine classifies as such or not, but hey, I was there. It was good to see such a variety in suit styles. They're all just so pretty. Very, very nice people too. So good to see. Hey, do you want to know what was also happening today?
Hey guys, time for the parade.
Of course, it's the Fursuit Parade. A Fursuit Parade is where a bunch of suitors from the convention walk a designated route through the city as a type of showcase, a walking art gallery, as I like to call it. It's a great opportunity to interact with the public, just like the open house, if that's your thing. These are a lot of fun. The vibe of being surrounded by well over 1,000 suitors is pretty unique. Not going to lie, definitely otherworldly, but in the best way. I kind of participated in it. I'm still a bit nervous when it comes to public suiting, but I briefly walked impartial and got some pretty neat footage. Such a unique experience, really.
I'll probably join in if I see Rags.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop get some footage. Chester, I love you, bud.
Oh, hi.
Oh, you do so good. Oh. so cool. Yo, what's up guys? Today we're tormenting the local Swedes at 7-Eleven with our excellent selection. It's very important to torment the local Swedes because they're very boring. They need it.
So, the Dealer's Den was in Valhalla this year, and I think that was an excellent choice. Much more room here. I had almost no issues with overcrowding here, and I was able to actually browse the tables, so an excellent improvement in my opinion. These are always fun to check out, but sometimes hard to get into, but I caught it on a slower day, so it was really pleasant actually.
Place they could use.
Yep.
It's great.
So, with our quick Valhalla pit stop, it was time for yet another game show. This was the Furry Game Changer, and I believe this is new this year. So, yeah, this one is a bit chaotic. It's going to be hard to reconstruct, but the whole point of the game is adding and changing the rules as you go, and breaking the rules will deduct points, and completing challenges will give you points. This was very funny, and had just the right amount of vulgarity, which, sorry, I gotta keep this video very sterile for YouTube, but I will do my best. It was quite entertaining, and cheers to the British raccoon that had some of the funniest dialogue I've heard in a very long time. I adored the dynamic they had going on stage. So yeah, take a little look.
The only way to learn is by playing. The only way to win is by learning. And before I move on, I want to ask the audience, do you know what the game is? Yes! That's right, they know what the game is, and you're gonna to find out.
What is it? Tell us.
Redefine the term NFC, and we're gonna start off with, oh my notes are not working, We're gonna start off with Errol.
Near field cuddling. I like near field cuddling.
Near field cuddling. Kashmir. Blaze says, redefine the term NFC.
We flensed cucumbers.
Riff. Blaze says, redefine the term NFC.
This is what I've got about this show. No fucking clue.
I'm gonna give you 1 point, and I'm gonna take 1 point from you, Arrow, because you didn't say Blaze says.
Aww. Thank you very much, my seeing eye human.
Blaze says, for the rest of the episode, don't look behind you. Open this banana. Blaze says, apologize to someone for something you would do later. Blaze says, apologize to someone for something you would do later.
So I'm very sorry for when I do something to you with this banana. It definitely wouldn't appear on the NFC schedule.
Blaze says, apologize to someone for something you would do later.
I'm very sorry about nothing at all. I'm not even sorry.
Blaze says, don't flinch.
Take a screenshot.
I don't like this.
That points away for you, Riff. Every name from now on you say must be followed by uwu. Come up with a new rule, starting with Riff.
Every time we say blaze, uwu, then in addition to having to say uwu after we say blaze uwu, we have to say it in a tone that communicates how annoyed we are with it.
Errol.
People should hold their bananas until the rest of the end of the show.
Kashmir.
Every time you get a point, you have to take a bit of the banana, drop it on the floor.
Tell me the greatest lie you've ever gotten away with. Starting with Riff.
Oh, you have to come to me first. Can I say, when I told you I was really looking forward to being in this.
Errol.
People believe I'm a furry.
Kashmir, got something to add?
Greatest lie I ever got away with is that I don't have a fursuit.
I've got to do something. This is. I hate you. That's littering.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Europe's changed.
Dress up. I'm gonna ask each three of you to go into the audience and find something from the audience to wear and then come back on stage. Good luck.
Lookin.
What the f...
Okay, so I know this was like a jacket thing, but I live in Canada, and so we're gonna do it like this is the fashion in Montreal right now. Very chic, very chic. You know that when raccoons wag their tails, it means they're angry.
I'm gonna have to take 1 point away from you, Kashmir, because you don't have a tail.
What the fuck do you call this then, Blazer? I can't see it, but it feels like a tail.
I'm sorry, that's not a tail. Give me a new definition for the rule 621.
621 slaps per day.
You should find 6 raccoons and give them your stuff. Then find another 2 raccoons and give them your stuff. And then find another raccoon and give them your stuff.
Don't laugh. Alright, thank you, players. A furry's nickname in a bedroom is blank. Write down the answer to this prompt. Emotional maturity.
Emotional intimacy.
Ooh. What?
I've got a bit literal. The bed is taken up by fursuits.
The real reason why furries love paws is blank.
It's the furthest body part away from the face.
The real reason why furries love paws is...
Okay, stocks fraud. Now let me explain. I'd like to imagine that a lot of furries have got investment portfolios in paws.
The real reason why furries love paws is they actually like feet. The secret behind why foxes have suffered such a reputation is blank.
So I don't actually believe that. I think it's all fake news, it's all slander from Fox News.
They're CIA plants. Follow the money. Follow the money. Especially false. Watch out for false.
Blaze says the worst species to get stuck in an elevator with is blank. Kashmir?
Elevator mimic.
Red pandas.
Is blank Errol? Let's compliment someone via an insult.
You look good today.
Your fursuit looks so good for how much you paid for it.
Yeah, it's a brand new jacket, so.
Not anymore.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, thank you. You also want a hug? He also did a hug. Blaze says absolutely
so sassy.
Not right now.
Blaze says that we've reached the end of our show.
Thank God.
Kashmir with 80, because it didn't say Blaze says. And we have 29 points for Riff, which means that the winner of Furry Game Changer at NFC with 1 point is Errol!
Okay, If you were curious what that big gap in my Saturday schedule was, similar to last year, there was a funny rope panel that I just simply couldn't miss. It involved me and a lot of this. A lot of this. It was very fun.
Hey guys, yeah, you guess what time it is? Furovision time, my goodness. It's a singing competition, of course, and we had some phenomenal contestants this year. There's not much more that needs to be said, so I'm not gonna keep you waiting.
So that's just brilliant. Now you can go back to where you came from and get ready, get off the stage, it's my stage, okay, bye! Yeah, come on,
My heart is a silent song, lost in the starlight. Oh, can you hear the whispers of my soul? Words I can say, they take control. Oh, can you hear the whispers of my soul? Words I can hear, they take control. Songs and love, symphonies so true. Inside and
My trip in a single heartbeat, in a moment of intense devotion. But I wonder who would be willing to follow me. What good is an eclipse if you watch on your own? You answered my calling, you were curious to see. So we synchronized flights and set the date in stone, looking up to what is in the sky. I never thought I would get to witness with you the circle in the sky. But it was starting to clear up from the west, and the birds had gone silent, and the woods had gone dark. In between the branches of a wintry tree, in between the clouds splitting up to let us see, as we twisted our necks it came out like a spark. There it was, the circle in the sky.
Really quick.
I don't think that's going to be appropriate. We'd like to surprise the audience after all.
Oh, come on. Let's show them how much they have improved over time. Tilly, run the clip.
No!
Get ready. Ready. 3, 2, 1. Is it supposed to be
check the menu.
Yes, it worked. Finally. Fresh cappuccino.
Listen to the sound from deep within. I belong at a crossroad. I'm not at home in my own. You should have a listen. You ever heard you don't have any. I stop waiting for tomorrow. One day it is too late. Don't wait for tomorrow. So much to wait. The life worth living. You may be right, you may be wrong, but say that you'll bring me along to the world you see. To the world I close my eyes to see. I close my eyes to see. Early of a new dawn. It's a new day. It's a new life for me. And I'm feeling good. I'm free, you know how I feel. Blossom on the tree. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Just a party night, you know how I feel. I'm
I just could not decide. I was freaking out. So listen, it was a coin toss. 40 points go to Sino! Well done, Sino. And that means that the 48 points go to Dan! Do you want to say something? How do you feel right now?
Look, as a classical performer, I've never been so nervous in so long.
I 100% agree with the judges. It was very hard to pick out my favorite performance. All of them did so good, but honestly, in the top 3, I was so split. Everyone in our group picked somebody different when it came to the voting. But in the end, Dan won, and it was very well deserved. Holy shit, that was great. Thanks to all the performers that, practiced and prepared for this. You make the fandom just so much more colorful, and it was a genuine treat hearing all of you perform. So yeah, that's actually not all Saturday has to offer. There's still the Furry Metal concert, which thank you so much for whoever bumped that back 15 minutes, because there was a pretty big overlap with Furovision in this. I almost didn't make it. Whoever bumped it back, because of that choice, I was able to make this, so I am thankful, thank you. So yeah, that is something we got to attend. Of course, we have our Rock Rabbit Fons on stage as well. This concert kicked ass. They played some originals and some covers, and even for one of the sets, they brought out the taiko drummers as guests. I was unable to make the taiko drumming because it also conflicted with something on the main stage completely, so I was not able to attend that. But I was very happy to see them at this concert, so that was a pleasant surprise. I actually got a little taste. Ooh. Again, these concerts are such a breath of fresh air. There's just such a high concentration of talent in the fandom. Who doesn't love a kick-ass concert like this? And on a side note, this is a really nice stage. I'm glad it's being utilized now. And thank you to everyone that performed as well and helped with the process.
So I hope you tuned your guitar while I was undressing and tried
Honestly, you know you had a good night when you lay down in bed and your ears are ringing. Good freaking stuff. So, the dreaded Sunday, the end of the week, and the end of the con. I hate Sundays, but despite there being a light event schedule for the day, it was actually still a lot of fun, mainly because we spent a large portion of the day drinking and headbanging in the Dead Dog Party. But we did also have the closing ceremony today. So, this year, the last day was actually less depressing for me than last year. The con was still teeming with life and energy. The decorations and convention stuff were of course taken down, and the Clarion was essentially reverted back to its bland corpo purgatory, but the community was still there, and everyone seemed to be in good spirits. So before I ramble more, here's some bits from the closing ceremony. I'm gonna do this because that's really
Cheese. You stand here. So we had 5,335 attendees!
Oh my god.
How many nationalities do we have, Trax? How many countries paid a visit to NFC?
I think we broke last year's record, so we are at
5.
I think that's 56?
Yes, that's correct. 56 nationalities this year at the convention. We had 1,238 Germans at the convention. So Sweden is number 2 with 706 Swedish people. Third place this year, we had United Kingdom with 564 people. But then let's make number 4 then, which would be the Netherlands with 436 people. We have 654 cats.
Meow.
We had 625 foxes coming to the convention.
All-time high record in the bar when we sold spirits and food for 432,000.
Okay, this week you have been eating 1,540 kilos of pancakes, 6,000 slices of toast bread, 320 kilos of bacon, half a pig, 380 kilos of sausage, chicken, 565 liters of scrambled eggs, 5 kilos of carrots, and 4 kilos of salad, 5,600 croissants. I'm gonna sing a song for you now that I wrote myself when I lost my job yesterday. So I wrote this song now. And now the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I say it clear, oh which I am, oh which I'm certain. I plan each charted course, each careful step along the byway, and more, and I'm gonna do, but more than this, I really. Yes, there were times I saw you when he belonged, but he can shoot, but to love, and there was love, he I love the crowd. For why is a man? Why has he got? If not himself, then he has not to say peace. He truly feels and love the world feels. The record shows he took a blow and it
Thank you, and thank you all. So I was going to come up here and say how grateful we are for all of your donations. This has been insane. We don't have any words. Just to put this in perspective, what you've donated now, these 400,000, is over a year's operations for us. We can do so much. We come from a small country. 400,000 is the population we have, so it's quite fitting. We actually dropped by the charity doodle booth this morning and got our personas drawn up, so we are ready for next year.
The show's about to start. What are we going to do?
Honestly, I will need a food. Fantastic. You should have done this years ago. We should have raised this money years ago.
Oh my gosh, his head is so reflective in the footage.
Yes.
It's so
Do
shiny.
we show this lovely man how he's looking?
Whoa!
This is you
Whoa!
The charity wants to give us one more final word. Don't you worry, guys. We're not going to make it too much longer.
We hereby declare NordicFuzzCon 2025 closed.
So, it was pretty funny. One of the hotel staff, or former hotel staff, still unsure what the deal exactly was, but he actually gave quite the performance, and honestly should consider auditioning for Furovision next year. Like, wow, dude. Lots of crazy stuff going on. Yes, that was the meatball guy from last year, if you were curious. But pretty funny, right? Exciting, exciting. So, Suk de Nord, next year's theme. And also, if I heard correctly, it's going to be a 7-day-long convention next year. If that's so, like, wow, that's going to be a hell of an experience, my gosh. The ceremony was a lot of fun, and that animation was cute as hell. Very well made. Genuinely very excited for next year. I'm going to try to make it the best time of my life to the best of my ability. But back to the convention. Aside from the closing ceremony, like I said, basically what we did was talk with friends and sit at the bar. I guess a fun fact is that's where I got the clip for the intro. Thank you, Rags, for that, by the way. And we cannot forget about the Dead Dog Party. That was a lot of fun. Genuinely one of the highlights of the convention, actually, which happened to be the last thing that they did. Also, thank you, whoever was playing the metal music. Oh my gosh, thank you for throwing me a bone. It's good to hear some, like, genuine melodic music. I know a lot of people, you know, they like the Transformers-sounding car crash kind of music, but, I like to hear some melodic stuff every now and again thrown into there, so that was great, thank you. It was great to grab my husband and dance a little bit. Oh man, the Dead Dog Party was just otherworldly, dude. I don't know, I just felt very much alive. It was something I haven't felt in such a long time. I don't know, almost seems kind of alien to me at this point. It was so nice though, like it was almost a healing experience. Just surrounded by friends and great people just like me. Everywhere you look, you just see cute, silly animal people, just truly at peace for once.
So, I'm back here now. in my editing dungeon. That was NFC 2025. It came and went way too fast. I was not anticipating or expecting it to fly by like that. It's of course a sad thought that, damn, now I have to wait an entire year before the next one, but, you know, at the same time, we wouldn't appreciate them if this was a common occurrence. So I guess that's just part of the price. But hey, we can, cherish the memories together and make friends for the next one. I don't know, there's not a lot in life that makes me happy. Not a whole lot that, you know, gives me that childhood sense of wonder. One of the only things that really does that anymore is these conventions. These are quite important to me, so I just want to say thank you to everyone that puts these together and performs and just participates. It's because of you guys that I have some motivating factor in life, and I'm genuinely grateful for that. These conventions are more than just about drinking. It's a celebration of community and art. Yeah, the furry community has its issues, and it houses some pretty terrible people, but it also houses some of humanity's best. Not a lot makes sense in life, but for some reason, this does. So, thank you. It was such an amazing convention, and we are very, very excited for next year. It means the world to me that you watch these videos. This is one of the biggest passions that I have in life, so I appreciate you giving me the foundation to do so. I really hope you enjoyed the video. I did my best despite some of the issues we had along the way. I apologize for getting con crud, but I did the best I could with my voice. And yeah, hope to see you guys next year. I will also be at Furnavia this year if you want to stop by and say hi. So yeah, thank you so much.